So you have your idea, you've decided that crowdfunding is the opportunity for you. What next? The first decision to make is which platform are you going to crowdfund with? And you must choose carefully, because choosing the right platform is a key to success. There is no such thing as one size fits all, and there are different kinds of crowdfunding platforms. There are donation-based platforms, which is rewards-based, and there's equity-based platforms where people are buying shares in your company. And there are even now some platforms that are doing a combination of the two. So it's incredibly important to decide at the start of your crowdfunding journey which platform is right for you. So choose carefully. Some crowdfunding myths and mistakes. Myth number 1, if you build it, they will come. The opposite is true. If you build it, they won't come because they won't know where to go. It's your job to tell people what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how they can find you. Myth number 2, cash is free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. You need to make it really clear what the return on investment is for those who are investing in your platform. There needs to be a reward or shares in the company, and it needs to be really clear what everybody is investing in and what they're going to get in return. Just remember, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Some common crowdfunding mistakes. These are things to avoid at all costs. Number 1, not considering the investor. If you don't consider the investor is not going to consider your project worthy. Think about who you're targeting and what's in it for them. Not only what return are they going to get on their investment, but what difference will their support make? Mistake number 2, having unrealistic expectations. You need to be real. You need to be clear about what you can and can't achieve through your crowdfunding campaign. Don't assume that it will happen and it will happen successfully without putting in a ton of effort. Crowdfunding mistake number 3, lack of clarity. You need to be really clear what your proposition is. Your idea needs to be conveyed in a sentence, simply and clearly. If people don't understand it, they're not going to fund it. Crowdfunding mistake number 4, no call to action. You need to be really clear what you're asking the investor to do. That could be money, it could be support, it could be all kinds of things that you want from that investor, but you need to have a very clear call to action. Crowdfunding mistake number 5, and probably the biggest mistake to be avoided at all costs, is to expect to be found. In other words, zero marketing. That would be disastrous for your campaign. The amount of promotion and the amount of marketing that you do will equal the amount of return that you get. And finally, crowdfunding mistake number 6, ignoring small donors or small donations. The crowd is your key to success. Every member of that crowd is just as important as another member of the crowd. What you want to do is get people excited about your project, to tell their friends, to share your success and your project with their friends. So remember, value each and every member of that crowd equally. The 4 P's of crowdfunding, or simply put, your effort equals your return. The first P, and most important, P for people. The crowd are people. Your pitch needs to be targeted at people. Give it that human touch. And remember, you're talking to people. You want to engage them. You want them to get excited about your pitch. In fact, you want them to be as excited as you are about your pitch. Number 2, your pitch. You need to have a clear pitch. You need to present it in a way that people can relate to it and people can get excited about it. You need to have a really clear purpose. People want to understand, why are you doing this? Why should it matter to them? Why will this venture or this initiative make a difference in the world? The third P is P for perks. You need to have rewards. What are your investors going to get out of this? What's going to be their return? What's in it for them? Consider those perks, consider those rewards, and make sure that those rewards are something that actually matter to the investors that you're targeting. The fourth P is promo. Promote, promote, promote. You need to have a really good promo video, something that's clear, that's exciting, that's engaging, that tells people in a nutshell what your project is about. But you need to promote it. You need to get out there. You are your best PR, and ultimately you engage the crowd and they do your PR for you. The goal is to get people excited, to inspire them, to create a buzz around your pitch so that people are inspired to share your pitch with their friends, with their crowd. Some crowdfunding tips and tricks. Before you start your campaign, you need to consider how much do you want to raise. Be realistic. Have a funding target that is achievable. It's better to be a success and raise a small amount of money than to be a failure, because in crowdfunding, it's all about perception. By aiming for a low target, you have lots of options. People love a winner. Investors love an overfunded project. And you can always relist, because what you're doing is building a buzz around your business. In summary, don't forget the crowdfunding 4 Ps: people, pitch, promo, and perks.